Hello. Now, we all know that the various mobile services are particularly keen to detect fraud, don't we? But what when they are the fraudulent party? Now, I've just transferred from Vodafone to another service because I was so frustrated by the money Vodafone was taking from me and by the poor service that they were offering me. I had a conversation with them a few weeks ago, and the transfer is now complete. And yet this morning, I had about 10 missed calls, and some of them from unknown numbers, one of them from a number that was registered, and I kept calling it back. And eventually it answered. It turned out it was Vodafone. And they immediately called me back on the same number. And they were trying to work out what they could do for me and what offers they could make to me. And yet, what I find so extraordinary is it was all so cloak and dagger, it was all so deceptive, it was all so secretive. And yes, indeed, I was alarmed to have so many calls which I couldn't identify, and alarmed that each time I picked up these calls, they went dead. They didn't all go dead, of course, actually. That's an exaggeration. There was often a little bit of music. So they were all from the same source. Some, as I say, identified as a sort of withheld number, and some identified by a number from Rotherham, I think. I find this abhorrent. The lip service to fraud, when a company is literally alarming the customer by fielding so many unidentified calls and then being evasive. And then when it was quite clear that I'd already left them, they had nothing to offer me anyway. If you are with Vodafone, I would strongly suggest you think again. But I could say that about any of these providers because they all follow the same rule book, and it's time for that rule book to be ripped up and for a more honest business model to be put forward. More honest, more direct, more open, and significantly less greedy.